So today I'm going to be showing you how I created these 3D flower nails with a little butterfly on. They're absolutely gorgeous. As you can see, I have done them as part of an Encanto set. So we do have one last nail to do. Now I've already gone ahead and done the ombre, and if you want to see a tutorial of that, please scroll down my page. Please excuse my nails, they will be coming off today, so yeah, if you see any lifting, just ignore it. So for this we will be using my 3D gels. They come in 12 different colors, and let's choose the colors that we're going to use for our flowers. Okay, so we're going to use some white, we're going to go for some purple, some light pink, bright pink, I think we'll do some blue, and then some green for the leaves, and I'm going to take some yellow, which is going to help me to soften the leaves as well. So those are the colors I'm going to take out. I don't think I'm going to need any more, but if I do, I will grab them. We're also going to be using some silicone tools. These are also available from my store. These are really handy because you've got 5 different silicone tools, which you can use for cutting and creating holes, yeah, all kinds of things. And then you've also got 5 different size dotting tools. These are kind of a must-have tool. So we're going to hand make most of the flowers, but we're also going to do a couple roses using this silicone mold, so you can really see the difference and see what works best. I like to just do a mix of both. So we're also going to be using my daisy brush. Now this is perfect for doing 3D sculpting. It's got a small curve and it's kind of quite a stiff brush, I would say, which makes it really good for molding that 3D gel. And of course you will need some alcohol. This is just 80% isopropyl. Oh my god, guys, I can never say the word, but you know what I mean. I will link it all below. Now when you take out your 3D gel, of course you can place it on top of a glass palette or whatever you prefer. Now I prefer to go straight onto my silicone mat. I find these mats are so easy to clean. I did it on my last glass palette, and to be honest, it was just so hard to remove. So I'm just gonna literally take what I want out, and I'm gonna place it on my silicone mat. Make sure your mat is clean first. These are so easy to work with, guys. I highly recommend them if you want to get started or if you're into 3D gel. When you have taken your 3D gel out, please make sure to do your lid back up nice and tight. Even though these are UV curable, I still find if air gets into them, it will over time dry them out. So make sure they're done up nice and tight and just take out what you need. I'm not going to take out the green yet because I don't want it to harden on the mat, and I'm probably going to be doing those last. So I'm going to take some pink. Now my white is running low, but I do offer on my website also, we do bigger pots now, so you can get yourself a 15 ml pot and it works out a lot cheaper. I do also do this in my clear flexi gel as well, so grab that. I will link that below for you as well. This is my flexi one. I will be using it to adhere the butterflies, so I'll show you that one in a minute. Okay, so the last thing you're going to need when doing 3D gels is some gloves. These are the prettiest gloves ever. These are pink silicone nitrile gloves. They are available from my store also, and trust me when I say these will level up your content videos, because if you know you're having a bad nail day or you're doing 3D art and you have to wear gloves, then I'm telling you, pink pearl gloves are the way to go. Look how beautiful these are. Ooh. Okay, let's get started. Okay, so I think we're going to start with a rose using the mold. Now what I'm going to do is, first of all, I'm going to choose the color I want. Now I want to do purple, but I feel like this purple here is just a little bit too dark, so I'm actually going to mix it with some white to create a lighter shade. And I'm just going to mix and mix and mix. I'm going to speed this up. So I'm not going to mix it fully. I'm going to leave it like that. As you can see, it's slightly marbled. It's going to give us a much more natural look on the flower. So I think we're going to start with this one. A really small scoop like this. And I'm going to place it over the top. So I'm just going to push that into the mold. I want to make sure it's not overhanging. Can you see how lumpy and bumpy that is? So I think I've actually got too much here. So I'm going to just take some away. Okay, and then we're going to cure it. Make sure your lamp isn't facing the gel underneath you. So I'm going to give that a little cure. Flash cure should be fine because we are going to be curing it again on the nail in a minute. And then we're just going to take that out. And you have a cute little flower. Okay, so let's do the super small one this time. And I think we're going to do a bit of pink and a bit of light pink. Fun because you can mix them, so you can just literally do whatever. Okay, so let's put that in the super small rose. As you can see, I used way too much, but that is fine. So I'm going to bend this one ever so slightly. And what that's going to do is it's going to create a curve. And then if I take some away, this should, in theory, be flush with the nail. Because you're going to get a slight curve. Can you see that? Not too worried about the outside. I can buff that after. Oh, that one's so pretty. Ooh, look at that one. That one's so pretty. So what I'm going to do now is I'm very carefully just going to buff this. Might be easier if I had tweezers, you know. Now, I'm not worried too much about the whole base being removed because I'm going to be filling it with flowers and leaves and stuff. So there is a couple of the 3D mold flowers. We're going to stick those on and then we're going to add some handmade ones around it. Okay, so I'm just going to place a bit on the back of the flower. And I don't know why I find it easier to do it this way. I just do. So I'm going to go about there. Now I am working in a log cabin. It's very bright and sunny, so I kind of have to be quick and careful when doing my 3D gels because I just don't want it to cure. Okay, I'm gonna go. Okay, so now I'm pushing these 3D flowers nice and firmly down. I'm gonna take away any of the gel we don't need. So while that's in the lamp, I'm going to get my next colour ready, and I think I'm going to do a mix of pink and purple. Okay, I think that one is beautiful. Okay, so for this next flower, we're going to actually hand make it ourselves. So first, I'm going to place a bead on the nail like this. So don't worry if it's too big. We're going to completely play around with that. I'm just going to push it down so that it sticks, first of all, and then we will start shaping. So I'm going to get a little bit of alcohol on my desk just so that I can dip back and forth. So this is kind of giving you like a, I don't even know what the flower is, but it's almost got like a 5-petal flower, and I've tried to create like the 3D pollen in the middle. As you can see, these are absolutely tiny flowers as well, guys. I mean tiny, okay? And if you really want to go deeper, you can just push the back of your tool like this. Okay, I think that looks really cute. So we're going to go about here. Now this is not all going to be on the nail because it is the end. So I'm just going to spread the gel out a little bit to where I kind of want the flower to be. A good tool I like to use is some tweezers. Now this really helps if you want to do like really fine lines and stuff. And this is kind of how I made a rose without the silicone mold. So I kind of created a spiral, and then around that spiral I kind of did like connecting C shapes like that, and then I'm going to take any away that I don't want. And I love that every flower comes out different, but I really love the handmade ones because they always come out so different. Okay, I'm going to go ahead and cure that one. So I think next I'm going to show you guys how I kind of did this flower up here. It's got like 3 layers of petals, and then it's got the little seeds in the middle. So I'm going to do that one next. I'm going to use the same color. I'm going to go for pink. And I'm just going to put on a small amount of the gel. I'm not going to use a lot because I'm going to be doing a few layers. Now just for the last little part, I'm just going to add some white just to give it a little bit of contrast. I'm going to mix that up. Let's grab a smaller tool this time. Okay, so I'm just going to add in some more little flowers and some leaves just to finish off the nail. Okay, so for the leaves, we're going to use green, yellow, and white. And the reason is because the green, I want to be a little bit light. You can see I've already made a few different greens there previously, and I've just popped them back in to save for another time. So I'm just gonna take out some green. Should be plenty. Again, I'm doing this up nice and tight. And then I'm going to go in with some yellow. This is just going to make it a little bit brighter. So now I'm finished with my 3D work. I'm just gonna have a little clean up, and then I'm actually gonna use some gel polish to create some kind of highlights and lowlights in areas. It's gonna give it a lot more definition. So I'm pretty much just going to take similar colours to the 3D gel I've used, as well as some top coat, just to mix in and make it a little bit watered down in areas. For this, I'm going to be using my little cutie detailer. It's absolutely amazing for colouring in, especially small areas. So what I'm doing is I'm actually putting the darker shades in the deeper areas, because that is where the shadow would be if it was a real flower. I highly recommend this when doing 3D gels, because the difference between before and now is just insane. It's completely leveled up this design. Just to finish off my nail, I'm going to add some small yellow spots, because this is part of an Encanto set. So these are new to my store. They are the cutest little butterflies, and they also glow under UV light, which is really cool. So to attach the butterfly, I'm going to be using my Clear Flexi gel. It's so good for attaching rhinestones, charms, or any other little decorations. What I love about this gel is it's not going to move, so you can place it on the nail almost like a Play-Doh. However, it is transparent and it's flexible. Now the UV fluorescent was not supposed to be part of this design, but I am using the butterflies, so let me just show you how they act under UV light. Ooh, they are the cutest. Make sure you grab those. So just to tone it down a little bit, I'm just going to add some like soft pinks on the end, make it look a little bit more realistic. And here are my 3D flower nails. Oh my god, they are literally so beautiful. And here is my Encanto set all together. I'm obsessed. By the way, Those 6 character nails are magic thermal changing nails. If you want to see them, make sure you check out my socials, and they will be up for sale on my website, along with any other custom nails that you want to get your hands on. Thank you guys so much for watching, and please let me know if there's any other tutorials you want to see me do, and follow me for more.